finished our analyzing argument, lastly, for the last little bit of this lecture, we'll go through some tips and advice for English. So, annotating text is my big tip that I have for you guys, making sure we're practicing active reading. So, as you read your text, think that everything you read or watch has been deliberately constructed by the author to serve a particular cause. Basically, you want to question the necessity of everything. So, why? Because this is going to prevent you summarizing, making sure we're analyzing, remembering back to the beginning of the lecture, and it's going to significantly differentiate you from the rest of the state who have that issue. So if we question the necessity of everything, it's going to lead us to analyze more and analyze better. So annotate your text, find unique evidence, find evidence featuring genre features and structural devices, and even practice writing little analytical sentences for evidence so you can really hone your ideas. So what to look for when annotating? Look for the important moments of plot. Look for the vocabulary that you don't understand. Look for unique evidence for characters and character development. Connecting writing to views and values of the author, and literary devices. So a lot of these I've already listed. Why is it important to look for the vocab you don't understand? It's if it's from your text, it could be not likely, but it could be say in a prompt on the exam, or it could also mean that there's some kind of important idea there that you're missing and you don't fully get. So define things for yourself when you see words that you don't understand in a text. Um, and yeah, organize your annotations or your quotes or both or notes for these annotations, right? By different themes, different ideas, and different characters so that you stay on top of them. You have evidence for different types of prompts. This will help you be prepared for SACs, and this is a great habit to practice because in year 12 on the exam, you will have no idea what you will get. You need to be prepared for every single type of prompt you could get for a text and have evidence for those types of prompts. So it's really good to structure your notes and quotes. And then you'll write essays very fast and very effectively. And for avoiding summary, remembering the difference between summarizing and analyzing. Summarizing generally is rephrasing evidence from the text in our own words without adding anything additional important to it's gonna make the assessors say so what. Like I've said a couple of times, they're gonna say so what, you've reworded this, but what's the point of including this? And analyzing, we're really talking about why the evidence is significant and interpreting it. Looking at another example, a summary, though Juliet beseeches Romeo to be some other name, he is reluctant to abandon the reputable name of Montague. So what? So what? He's reluctant to abandon his name. Why is that important? Question the significance of the evidence. For example, Juliet reveals she's willing to no longer be a Capulet if Romeo will not deny his father and refuse his name, thus demonstrating that her strength and boldness surpasses his. Um, Not a very deep analysis, but definitely analytical. Easy example to look at for us. So some tips with practice essays. We know the best way to improve at English is to write practice essays, right? But you don't want to write essays aimlessly. So every essay or paragraph that you write should have a purpose. I'm trying to improve a skill. I'm really trying my best with this work. I'm not just doing this because I have to and it's something I have to do. I'm doing my work effectively. There is something specific that I'm trying to work on through writing this essay or this body paragraph. I have things in mind that I'm trying to do well as I'm writing this or challenge myself based on. Test out new ideas leading up to your SAC, such as varying sentence structures and lengths, plopping in meta language terms to see if you can do that fluently and how long it takes you and how many you can come up with. Try to make, say, a purposely complex essay to push your limits and get better at writing. Choose deliberately easy or difficult prompts to test different skills. You can choose easy prompts if you have issues with essay structure that you want to improve, if you have general writing issues that you want to work on by giving yourself an easy prompt, difficult prompts to test and push to the limit your analytical ideas, your views and values analysis, and also preparing for exams a year later where you might get a difficult prompt on the exam. So challenging ourselves. Don't get stuck in habitual activities. Don't do the same activity every single time. That's potentially not going to benefit you. Target specific areas of improvement or specific weaknesses that you have. For example, hopefully you find at least one of these things you can say yes to. I can't write good topic sentences. If yes, practice prompt breakdowns and planning. Give yourself 15 minutes and keep planning, see the topic sentences and contentions you can come up with, and use the slides that talk about how to write um, the arguments and contentions for pieces really well. I don't know how to explain evidence in my body paragraphs. Practice analysis. Do mini analyses where you find evidence and you analyze it in 1 to 2 sentences. I don't know how to integrate quotes. Practice, practice, practice. Review resources online. Look at high scoring essays and try to mimic the structures. I can't write a good contention. Again, prompt breakdowns, planning time. I can't write an essay in an hour. Practice essays in general. Timed practice essays, handwritten. But we can also study for English without writing an essay. So here are some things we can do when essays get unmotivating and a little bit tedious, and we want to do some other things and potentially some quick things that will also be just as helpful, and potentially, if you have specific issues, maybe even more helpful. Read analyses of the text, access online resources and critics and analyses to read up on your text and form really good ideas. Read past essays, including your own essays. Um, See what's good, see what's bad. Write detailed essay plans. Work on analyzing your quotes. Practice writing topic sentences. Write an introduction or a body paragraph. Write your own essay questions. Mark your own work or mark other people's work. Chat with your teacher or other students about the text to, again, share some ideas, or rewrite an essay that you have written that you can really improve on.